All right, this is Mitch for Indigenous Insights. In the studio today, we have Mr. Ev Ekdahl, KBIC Council member and Sergeant with the KBIC Police Department. Ev, welcome to the studio.
Thanks for having me this afternoon.
All right, so first of all, what's the latest over there at KBIC Police?
Well, as far as community policing events goes, I've been helping out with the Baraga County Elementary football program, helping out coaching and stuff. But I just show up in my uniform. So it's more of a community policing thing to show the kids, cops are more than just the enforcers. We also like to be around and help people out. So I bring my canine there, and I show up in my cop car before working hours, and just to have a little PR for our department and hang out with the kids in my uniform. We also had Officer Tony Lunsfoot, or Sergeant Tony Lunsfoot, over at Bayside Village. He had a booth there and spent the afternoon with the tenants at Bayside. We helped out with the domestic violence walk and escorted them around from their walk, which I believe started on the corner of McGillen and Lyons and went all the way back up to our activity center up behind the casino. That is the community policing aspect. As far as our department, what's happening and what we've been moving on to and building up programs. We got a grant for a school resource officer. In Baraga schools, Lance already has a sheriff in there, and we feel that we need to have officers in both schools, so we applied for a grant, and now we have the monies to get an officer in the school and working on getting an officer in the school. Being shorthanded, it's hard to get somebody in there right now, so we have police jobs open, so anybody who needs a job, apply within the tribal center and get you hired, possibly get you in the school and teach your kids. It's a great program.
Yeah, and obviously there's the safety aspect of having an officer in the school, but what are some of the other benefits that are there to have that presence? Well,
I was the school resource officer at one point, so the program I taught was teams, teaching, educating, and mentoring, and that program starts right from kindergarten, and you're teaching the basic safeties, like flames are hot, fire safety, stay by your parent, things like that. Then it goes up to a senior year, and then it gets into talking about laws and things like that. And so there's a program for K through 12. That's the program I taught, and I'm hoping that that's the program we stick with because it's a really good program, and I enjoyed teaching that for about 5 to 6 years. And then it's the great, it's the comfort for the kids. There's a cop in school, so the way the world is right now and all the way the news is and social media, it's good to have an officer in the school, and the kids will feel comfortable and safe with an officer in the school. I see Chief Smith. He's there in the beginning of the school day when the kids are getting dropped off from time to time, which is also awesome to see. So hopefully we can get somebody in there soon and get this program rolling. Then we also have another program coming up. It's going to be held at Zeba Hall, October 26th at 5 p.m. A little perk for people. The first 70 people that come to the program will receive a gift card. It just says a gift card. I'm not sure what that is. And this program will be targeted for 6th grade and up. So, obviously adults can come, but we wanted at sixth grade will be the youngest we want to attend this program. This program will cover the history, methods, and the impacts on victims of sextortion. There's a speaker that'll be coming in. I didn't see who the speaker was, but so there'll be a lot of coverage on this area. So, and we feel that it needs to be covered with human trafficking, the missing and murdered Indigenous women program, and all that. So we hope that this will be a successful program we have over at Zeba Hall, October 26th at 5 p.m. Please attend. Recently, we received another grant for a $1.3 million renovation of our police department. So people that have grew up around here are familiar with where our police department is next to the Pines. It started out as the first casino in the United States, first Native American casino in the United States, then went to be a gas station, tire shop, and then we did a little baby renovations, puts up some walls, offices here and there, and made it into a police department. So it's awesome to get that grant so we can, get a more modern police department for us. And we're kicking around having 2 holding cells, having a nice interview room to make people comfortable when we're doing interviews, new locker rooms, things like that, and evidence room. So we're up to standards for the Bureau of Indian Affairs when they come in, and if we get critiqued on anything, we'll be nice and dialed in and have a nice new renovated police department.
Very cool. A random question about that. Is there
Sure.
going to be anything to sort of memorialize? Is that how you say it? The area as the first casino and stuff, or is it just kind of?
Well, right now, as far as I know, it's just. I mean, that's actually a great question. We should put a little board, what it used to be, which would be awesome. That's something we should probably look into actually and get done. So then moving on, in a police officer's aspect, and in the area, mental health is, actually in the United States, mental health is a huge area what needs to be covered. And we're speeding up the process, or trying to speed up the process in a way a person can get help. So we are getting iPads for mental health evaluations instead of bringing them to the hospital. We'll be doing right on site, right at the person's house. They'll come out to our police car. We'll have an iPad, and they'll actually speak with a physician on the iPad, and then the doctor will do their screening and what they need to do, and then they'll give us a program and tell us how to proceed with this person, and then they'll be helped out right away instead of us being at the hospital with them having the trauma of being at the hospital stuck in a room for possibly several hours. So that's where we're going with that program, and I hope it takes off, and I hope it does well.
Yeah, that's a cool one right there. Is that it for what's coming up on the calendar?
That's it for our department right now, yes.
All right, so I got another question here. As the seasons change, we have hunting season coming up and winter, which brings different challenges for people.
Lots of challenges around
and
here.
Dangers. Any comments to the community on that?
I mean, just starting, it's winter. The first snow is coming up, right? So be safe on the roads. Be cautious. Wear your seatbelts. Give ample time if you're pulling out of a road for the car coming to be able to stop. So if they're close, don't try being that cool driver and pulling up and gassing it so you slide across the road, hit the ditch. So be safe on the roads. The roads can be dangerous in the winter, very dangerous. Hunting season's also coming up, so be safe out in the woods. Wear your orange, be seen, and hopefully you're lucky.
All right. Thank you very much for being here.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.